Hi guys, Dr. Leon here. In this video I want to talk about basically your shared links and your published links and why people are making such a big deal out of this when there's no real need to. When we talk about shared links, we're talking about this up here in the right hand corner and a little bit with this. I'll show you in a second. So let's go ahead and look at a shared link first by clicking on this. Right now it says private to only me. Okay, so I've created a brand new document. The only thing I've done is put the title and a couple of words in there for text. So let's go ahead and see what this says. We basically say it's restricted, only people added can open this link. So I would have to add somebody for them to open this link. But I can change it to anyone with the link. Let's do that. Okay, so we got it. Now anyone with this particular link can view. If you look over here, there's three things they can do, and you have to set that. This is a view. If you set it over here, this is a, now they would be able to comment. If you set it over here, now they're able to edit. Let's copy this link so you can see what it looks like. We'll come down here and paste it in. This is called a share link. Okay, Google has changed it. This actually used to be an edit link in there, but they changed it to share. And it doesn't actually matter which of these three things you set it for. The link is actually going to be exactly the same link. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This sharing was never designed to be a mass public thing. It's not published, and it does not have the intent to be published. Okay, this whole system was designed for business and or group use, like in university settings or something. The whole point behind sharing was to allow other people to work with you. Okay. In a business or other setting. And so sharing is all designed around business needs, and sharing with COVID has changed a bit, and Google's thinking has changed a bit since they decided that maybe they need to force people into using the Google Suite, which is paid, okay, which is actually where this is headed. And so basically this link here is designed for business purposes. It has no real other intent. And the fact that it was actually made public so everyone could find and view it was only done for one reason. Only back when that was done, the amount of people that could view this in a business was limited to a very small number. And so they made it where it could be public so that more people in a business setting could actually view the document and know what it was, and so there would be no limit to that. And that was the main reason behind this being public. If you look it up and do your research, you'll find that this has nothing to do with actually being published, and this will never be published. Okay, the publishing part is totally separate from the sharing part. They're two totally different things. So let's go ahead and click done. And let me bring up something here. Let's go ahead and show the publish first. And then we'll talk about it more. It's just right down here. Publish to the web. Okay, let's click on that. Now, this is a separate system from your share system. And if you publish, click on this. And now you've got this publish link. So let's copy that and take it down here and look at it. Now, your two links are obviously not the same. They don't even have the same starting numbers or same any information per se, other than before this point, which, we're basically looking at PUB is what's called published link. Okay, we need to understand what that is and what it's doing. So let's go take a look at something I've pulled off of the internet for a second. And it was an article on what's the difference between publishing and sharing. When you publish a doc, Google Docs creates a separate light web page where anyone with the link can view the contents of your document. Because the published version of a doc is its own web page with its own URL. That version isn't affected by the visibility option you choose for your document. Publishing a file makes it visible to everyone on the web. Be careful when publishing private or sensitive info. Now, if we look at what a shared link is designed for, shared links enable you to quickly copy and share hyperlinks with your coworkers and friends, both inside and outside of the company. Okay, sending someone a shared link to a file or folder is a way to work together with that person around shared content. This was May 8th, 2020. And if we look, one of the huge benefits of using anyone with the link can view sharing option is that the link never changes. If you update your file in Google Drive, rename it, or even move it to a different folder, the link you've shared will always take people back to it. Okay? But this was all designed around business needs or group needs where people work together. It's not designed to be a public published format. It never has been and never will be. And in fact, this is actually on its way to changing even more. Google has actually set up, and I think might be partially COVID inspired, the ability for G Suites to be what's called a shared drive, not a shared document, but or a shared folder, but a shared drive. And with that, we're going to have on our main drives, if you are working with that group or company, you're going to have what's called a shortcut. The shortcut won't take you to your drive, but it'll take you to that shared drive for that particular document or whatever property it is on Google. And at that point in time, I believe this actual system of sharing on our other drives may be gone. So basically, sharing was never intended and never has been the way to make things where everybody can view your document. That's right here. That is published a doc, okay, which is what we were doing right here. Once you publish this, it's a separate web page. It's a separate link. Anyone can view it. There's not a problem with this being not public because it is. You know, your published link is public. Okay, that's what it's for. That's what it's designed for, and that's what it will always be. Is your published link is what's important. We just had an added benefit for a period of time on this. Let me actually show you what a doc that is basically a shared doc from someone else's drive. When it's on my drive, now I have to open it with Google Docs. So you can see the shared link. Here it is, and basically I can click on this, and you do not have permission to add comments to it because it's not mine. I have to request access in order to edit because it's not mine. And on the sharing option, it's you can get anyone on the internet with this link can view, and I can maybe copy the link, but that's unimportant. And if we try to go over here to publish, it's not an available option. Okay, so the sharing link was never intended to be the published version. It's a totally separate system, and that's the way it was designed from the beginning. It was designed for businesses and other groups where they work together on things, and so people can actually work together. And like I said, there's a newer system coming that is going to probably take out this system totally. So That's what the shared and the published links are. The published link is the one that's important. I don't know why people are making such a big deal out of the share link not being public to everyone. It's really not that important, and it doesn't matter. So thanks for watching, and I hope you got a lot out of this.